everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 10 of Direwolf 20's Let's Play Not Too Complicated series. Oh my goodness. Hey, guess what I got going on? Yeah. Hey, woohoo! Look at that. I made a copy and paste gadget between episodes, as you can see, and even set up a little template station here so we can store templates, you know, because they're cool. I might name you, let's see, thermal, what's it actually called? Machine frame. Yeah, thermal machine frame. Cool. Maybe? There we go. Name thermal machine frame. Sweet. How cool is that? Good times. Look at that. Awesome. Yeah, it works. It works really well, actually. So between episodes, I've been doing a bunch of crafting. That's what I've been mostly focusing on. As you can see, based on the inventory full of junk we have. But I should be able to make a fractioning still now. Hooray, I can make a fractioning still now. Huzzah! And then in addition to the fractioning still, I have a bunch of junk in my inventory. All of which I am now putting away into my chests, and that looks good. And this redstone can go into here, and then a few other things can be put away, some of the crafting components that I was using. In addition to my fractioning still, which I just now made, I made all the items I need to make a distillation tower, I think. Y'all can check and make sure, but I think I got it all. We'll find out when we, get started. But what I'm going to do today is work on that quest line through thermal to get to oil. So let's see here. Basically, I made my centrifugal separator. I made the fractioning still. We have a pyrolyzer from before. What I need to do is get cured rubber. And in order to get it, we have latex buckets, but it also wants me to do the liquid propylene bucket quest. So that's what we're working towards, right? So reminder, we need liquid propylene. We can either get it from oil or liquid propane, but liquid propane only comes from oil. So guess who's making the distillation tower? Dyer is. Now oil, there's two versions of it. The thermal version, which you can only get from laser drills from industrial foregoing, or there's the immersive petroleum version, which you can use the pump jack to get, that big multi-block drain the well that's magically hidden inside the chunk, or we can centrifugally separate bitumen chunks, which have EMC. Now, it looks like bitumen chunks, it's a lot of EMC per crude oil. So as much as I have a lot of EMC, we don't necessarily, we're going to see. We're going to see how much crude oil we need to do. If we need a lot of it, we'll probably go with the pump jack. If we're okay, we may not. Just remember, like, each chunk has a reserve of liquid in it. So we have to run around with those drill thingies to find out, what kind of oil exists in the chunks. Because it might be lava or other liquids, I think, if I remember correctly. So we'll play with it a little bit and figure out where it comes from. But the main thing we want to do right now is get this checkmark complete, which gets me some bitumen ore, which I can then break, which gets me bitumen chunks, which I can then, I thought had EMC, no? Those are bitumen chunks. All right, so that's what I got from that, huh? So where do I get, that's what I wanted to find out. If we wanted the oil, this is what I wasn't sure of, and I was kind of waiting until I was on camera to try out. But we need bitumen chunks. So where do we get bitumen chunks from? Bitumen clusters or laser drilling them. And bitumen clusters is 4 chunks. So that's not great. Is that the only place we can get the bitumen chunks from? I was hoping that we would get it from breaking the block, but it looks like we get bitumen from breaking the bitumen ore, not bitumen chunks. Ugh, that sucks. Because I was really hoping that we'd be able to, the thing. I guess we're gonna have to do the pump jack then. That changes things a little bit for me, but hopefully not too bad. Yeah, that's super bummer. So we can laser drill it in any biome, for the most part. And with a black laser lens, we'll get a chance of getting it. So maybe the EMC version of getting oil is not, quite where we're at. You can smelt these bitumen chunks into bitumen. Got it. All right. Well, that's a little bit bummerish. Like I said, I was hoping I would get this when I mined the block I just mined, but we didn't. But anyway, let's do the distillation tower. We'll get a little bit of oil going, and then we'll go from there. Oh man, the bitumen in this pack is very confusing to me. So apparently bitumen itself can't be turned into oil, but bitumen chunks can. So like this crude oil comes from bitumen chunks or directly from the ore, which also spawns in the nether, by the way, so maybe I can find a little bit more in there if I need to. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, so basically centrifugal separator gets me crude oil. We're going to get 100 millibuckets per ore, and I only have 7, even I would only have 8 had I not broken the one, so I need to find a little bit more. So let me pop in the nether real quick off camera, see if I can't find just a smidge more of the stuff. If I can, great. If I can't, we might look into doing the other thing. And should I get better armor? Is there like a better chest plate I can get? I mean, I could easily do diamond, right? That's not a big deal. Yeah, probably not much in the immediate. That's better than diamond at least. And I mean, with the amount of EMC I have right now, I'm gonna call diamond pretty good, right? That should be fine. Yeah, let's just get a suit of diamonds. That's fine. Cover me in diamonds time. Oh, that's right. You're probably gonna need to be upgraded, aren't you? Yeah. I'll be back. I'm gonna do that off camera. Achievement made. Cover me in diamonds. Nice. Looking good, right? Not too shabby. I'm just gonna avoid these iron leggings, and then I'll put away some of the extra junk that we made. All right, into the nether we go. I'll be right back. Let me tell you that a building gadget makes making stairs so much better. If you look at bitumen ore, men Y68, max Y188. We're at 46 at the moment, so we gotta go up. You know, I'm reading on this tooltip here, it says harvesting ores with Silk Touch enchanted tool will always drop a chunk. The vanilla Minecraft logic will apply when using non-enchanted or fortune enchanted tools. These chunks act as an ore block in item form and it can be smelted doubled or tripled. Ha! I think if I mine one of these with a Silk Touch tool, I will get the chunk. I think. So if my calculations are correct, I can make some rose gold. Right, and let me get another 3 of these and tin. Let me just get a little bit more bronze. Let me get some string. And then I should be able to make silky cloth times 5. Okay. And then we should be able to make another bronze pickaxe head. Right? Let me just do that real fast. So you melt down some bronze for me. Realistically, I think I only need 2 for the bronze, but meh. That works, right? I like that. And then we're gonna want, you know, probably just some oak wood style tool handle, and I think it's a tool binding, right, to make the pickaxe. Cool. And then you... Do you need to be... You might need to go on... It says Tinker's Station can do it, but I don't feel like it can. So I think we're going to need the Tinker's Anvil, which shouldn't be too bad. Where are the Tinker's Anvils? That's a question. So they do show up in JEI. It's just funny that you can't easily find them. But let's make some Tinker's Bronze and go from there. And remember, you need Tinker's Brass, Tinker's Bronze, not bronze, and that is copper with glass, not copper with tin. So my bad. All right, so Tinker's Anvil. Huzzah! Which is a quest, by the way. So yeah, definitely exists in the pack. For a minute, I was like, is this thing disabled? I can't find it nowheres. There we go. And then we can Silk Touch. Yay! Come on! Money, 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 money! Bitumen chunks! That's what's up. There we go. There we go. We figured it out, team. We figured it out. Look at that. I'm going to store these for later, just in case, because it would be nice to have a little extra-ish at some point, just in case, you know, we need more of those chunks. But hey, we now have EMC-able bitumen chunks. That stack is 130-ish thousand, so just keep that in mind. But 30 should be 3 buckets if we throw it in the centrifugal separator. So there's your pro tip, use Silk Touch in order to get your bitumen chunks. And I should have one more reinforced mineral component that we can throw in here just to make this processing go a little bit better. Cool? All right, not too shabby. Not too shabby. I might relocate this such that it's next to the drawer here so we can store some of this junk, but long story short, I think this works out pretty well. Nice. And then we should be able to get our bucket of crude oil, and that's cool. All right, good deal. I don't think a bucket of crude oil is absolutely necessary per se, but next step is building the distillation tower. So in order to do that, I've got what I believe to be all the stuff I need. I had put it in here for while I was in the nether doing my exploration-y stuff. But now we should be good and done with that. All right, cool, 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 cool. That's all clear. Nice. So let's go build. So I made a projector, which, by the way, has a very nice UI now. Look at this. How cool is that? That's very nice. I gotta say, that's very nice. How cool is that? So you can literally just look up. Remember, it used to be that you have to like craft the projector with the book. Yeah, no more. You have a cool UI, right? And then you just confirm. And then let's go find a place to distillate. How about like here-ish? Does this look cool? This shouldn't be too bad. You're a little bit close to the tree. You know, there's obviously a lot of places we could put this. Could I sneak it in here and not be... That's not too bad. I'm wondering if this is going to be a polluter. And if it is, we might need to, you know, do something about that. I'm guessing if it is a polluter, it might be coming off the redstone-y bit. I actually don't know where the pollution would come off of. We're going to have to figure out if we're going to be able to deal with the pollution-y stuff. We will, though. We will. If there's pollution. I don't know. We're going to find out. So putting it right next to the building here, is that a good idea, or do I want it actually a little bit further away? I'm not honestly too sure. I might throw it over here and just, you know, call it a day. Let's do that. Right? Sure, why not? So let's get to building. Yeah. So we're going to want these bits and bobs and some of this stuff and some of this stuff. Is that everything? That might be all the bits. Oh, noes. Do you have to be in my hand to see it? Okay, that works. Oh, cool. Look, it highlights the blocks now as you're... That's pretty spiffy. That's cool. Is that new in Immersive? It kind of highlights the blocks as you are as you're placing them. That's cool. I like that a lot. Now I think I have 3 redstone blocks because that's how many you craft when you craft it, and that's not how many we're gonna need. And then, sweet. I like this. I want you here and you here now. Oh, there we go. I was like, why ain't you showing me the next level? It's because I had missed a block. And don't forget it, you know, we could always break this thing and relocate it if we have to. Steel scaffolding slab. Isn't that what I need? Yes. So are you not highlighting? Oh, you don't like that. What block are you then, if you're not a steel scaffolding slab? Steel scaffolding slab. Steel scaffolding slab. You better 1-to-1. Oh, you don't. What is this? Steel scaffolding slab, steel scaffolding slab. Am I crazy, or are these things named the exact same thing? Okay, hang on. Nobody panic, but what now? What now? So tell me I can do this. and then this, and then this. Okay. We're friends again, steel scaffolding slabs. We are friends again. I just want you to know, please don't give me 2 items with exactly the same name. I just want you to know that that's not... Friends don't do that. That's not how this works. I'm going to build the rest of this off camera. Holy cow, I think we finally did it. Whew! That is some serious business. So let's go hammer this dude. And you can probably go in my backpack. I don't think I need you no more. Usually it's the redstone engineering block that we hit with a hammer. Cool. Now that might be where power has to go in. And then we have an output there, and we have some stuff. Sweet. Okay, cool. My goodness. Okay, that looks like a thing. That looks like a thing. So you make oil-ish. That goes into here. And I guess you make all kinds of stuff, distillation tower? I guess so. We can also make heavy and light oil from thermal, which, by the way, can then be further processed into refined fuel. Just want to point out that a bucket of refined fuel equals 15 million RF. Questions or... That's a lot of RF. But before I do much here, I don't want to run power lines all the way over there, right? So what I'm going to do is get into Flux networks. So that's going to be my next task before we proceed with what we're doing here. I want to get into Flux networks, and I think we can get into it right now. And in addition, I think Flux networks has a really ridiculous EMC conversion process. So if you want to automate some EMC, Flux networks is the way. So check this out. We should be good to get into Flux networks, right? Where's Flux networks? Can we start you? Flux networks. Prerequisite is the go-to Flux networks chapter, which I'm going to check the box on. So that came out of the generator from way back, remember? So now that we're available to go into Flux networks, we can hit this checkbox and get ourselves some Flux blocks. Okay, so Flux blocks are important, and I will tell you why. Don't lose these. Because the process to make flux dust, as you may recall, is to place some redstone, 64 EMC, on top of either obsidian or not obsidian, bedrock or a flux block, and place obsidian above it, and left click the obsidian, and it'll drop and turn the 64 EMC redstone dust into a 512 EMC flux dust. I'm just saying, that's pretty awesome. So what's that, 8x, I think? Yeah, right? Yeah, 8x. So if you want to have a little EMC farm built that way, that's one way to EMC farm. I mean, I'm happy with my emerald guy. He's doing a great job, but this is definitely a good way to go. So you need this flux block to be able to do that, right? So let's get ourselves some obsidian and some redstone. And for now, I'm just going to probably stick you right here. And then left click. And Bob's your uncle. I like that. Now what would be cool is, you know what would be cool? I got an idea. I'm going to do something a little bit fun. A little bit uncharacteristic for Dyer. Do I have any extra pistons? We might have some pistons. We do have a piston. And a slime ball? And a stone. And a button. What? Pistons can't move obsidian? Since when? Excuse me, sir. That is a lie. Pistons can move obsidian, can't they? Absolutely, pistons can move obsidian. Excuse me. Excuse me, that is a slanderous lie that pistons can't move obsidian. Is this pickaxe good enough to break obsidian? I mean, I assume it is, right? I have the strangest confused look on my face right now. Explain why this doesn't work. I swear I've moved obsidian with pistons before. I am 100% sure I've done that. Am I crazy? I know Dyer doesn't know vanilla, but seriously, am I crazy? I swear I've done this before. Anyway, I just want you to learn Flux dust, just so you have it in case in fairness, I should never make Flux dust in the tablet because it's a huge waste of EMC when I can just very easily use redstone to make it 1-to-1. But, you know, things. So now that we've got that made, and that's quest complete, Flux cores, we can get, so let's get a handful of those. So we're going to need some more obsidian. And we're going to need some ender pearls. And you know what we're going to need? Some blaze dust. So I'm going to go steal some blaze rods from my little blaze farm over here. My goodness, we have a lot of blaze rods. More than we know what to do with. Which I'm happy about. Because, yeah. And then we can pulverizer you. And you're all going to go into... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Really? You induction smelter into sulfur dust? Explain what's happening here? Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. Why were you turning into sulfur dust? Oh, I see. This is... Okay, yeah, no. It's just making sulfur dust. Okay, never mind. We're fine. Everything's fine here. You just make sulfur dust as a side effect. Got it. So Eyes of Ender into some Flux cores, and that should be cool. Right? Quest complete. And then we want a Flux plug and a Flux point. Now let's just do @Flux. So we really only want one plug at the moment, which should be this. And remember, Flux blocks can now be made with Flux and Flux cores and a capacitator, which is pretty easy. Once we get cured rubber, by the way. So we're gated on cured rubber before we can actually make these. Though, technically, I can make cured rubber right now. I'm just holding off until I can make the quest complete for it. And then Flux points is redstone blocks. So we don't need much by way of Flux dust, but I am going to get a handful of Flux points just to make things cool, right? So now we got a Flux that and that. Flux controller would be nice to have. We just need more Flux blocks, which, like I just said, might be easier said than done without the cured rubber. So let's hold off on making the Flux controller. But let's also check out to make sure that Flux plugs and points want to work with our whole little thing in the basement. I don't know that I've ever tested these on these cables, but we're about to. So you're going to chill here. You're going to create the Direwolf 20 network. Yeah, blue is fine. Create. We'll make it public. Sweet. Transfer limit, disable limit. Not that we're going to be anywhere near 800,000 RF a ticket anytime soon, but so you kind of look like you're connecting, but also kind of don't look like you're connecting. I guess we'll find out if this works or not when we go to connect a point up here. So we're going to stick you on this guy. So I don't know if that's a rendering problem with the plug not connecting to the cables or what. But then you're going to be on the Direwolf 20 network and you're going to not get power. Okay, good to know. So probably some kind of issue here. Also, why don't you connect? Like, shouldn't you be connecting in a happy way? You would think-ish? Maybe that's not where the power gets plugged into at. Where does the power get plugged into at? Maybe it's here, one of these blocks. Oh, there we go. That's better. Okay, so the power connector is happening, but the pipes, energy pipes, doesn't seem to want to connect to the plug, which might be a problem. I'm sure we can figure it out, though. Let me play with a little bit, and we'll be right back once I figure out a solution, if there is one. So if I shift-clicked it, are you cool now, or are you not? Because I think that's pull, and that's not what we want to do with the plug. We want to push, right? So that doesn't seem to make a connection. That does, but I feel like that's trying to pull out of the plug, which would be bad. Let's just make sure. But I'm assuming you do not have power. You do not have power. Okay, still playing. We might need to use some kind of intermediary block of some kind, or we could try connecting it directly to a magmatic dynamo of some kind. What we probably want to do is have like an energy cell. You know what we could do? I got an idea. Got an idea. In the interim, we can borrow this battery, and what we can have is the energy going into a battery Okay, so let's do this. Let's put the energy battery here. And then the plug under it. Does that look cool? You can extract, right? I hope. We'll find out. We're going to find out. Did this thing get energy yet? He did not. Okay. Still playing then. So I'm going to give up and just go ahead and make some electrum blocks here. Do 28. 24. And then some lead blocks. I think I need 8 of those, so let me get 8 more of these. Burn through a healthy amount of EMC to get that, but worth it, because I'm going to make the redstone energy cell. So that needs 24 blocks of electrum and 8 blocks of lead. So basically the corners are lead and the sides are all electrum, and then some clear glass as well. So what I'm going to do is make a pattern for that while I'm at it. So let's get this turned on, and let's make this thing. Clear glass? Yes, good. Cool. So in the corners will be lead. I did place that wrong, my bad. Okay, and then 2 up here. I like this mechanic for crafting. I think it's kind of fun. Oh, goodness. Guess who came to visit? My favorite mobs in the game. Guess who's going to have to take a nap? Dire. Alright, so what I'm going to do then is get my copy-paste gadget. We're going to copy. And then we'll get a piece of paper. We'll put our gadget in, we'll put our thing in, we'll say energy cell, save, so that we have that ready. And then we can, you know, load the templates up when we need to. But since we don't really need to do that, we're just going to... Is that not how we do it? Redstone, electrum gear. Electrum gear. Electrum gear. Sweet. That's cool. So let's cure some rubber. So what I want to do is get a couple buckets of latex. Well, I think I only need 1 more, right? But while we're here, let's just do this so that the latex keeps coming in. At least a little bit, right? So that at least it can keep running. And then we just need to cure the rubber and then we're good to go. Yeah, that works for me. That works for me. Redstone furnace. Cure the rubber. Perfect. All right, so what else do I need here? Block of redstone, 2 iron, and a cell. Or that flux coil thing. Block of redstone, 2 iron. K is the hotkey, by the way, to convert some items into a block, and then Shift K can convert a whole stack. Just in case y'all were wondering. Hey, quest complete. Redstone flux cell. Huzzah! What I might do is borrow one of these reinforced integral components. Though I could make the good one. I'm going to borrow this one. That should be fine. That should be fine. And we'll find a use for this bitumen in a bit. Just trying to keep my inventory clean, don't mind me. So let's see if Mr. Redstone Flux Energy Cell wants to behave himself now. So you, sir, will accept from the left and output to the bottom. Hopefully that worked. Let's see if you got energy. Yay! Look! RF! Huzzah! And then also I think what we can do with this now is, check this out. 497? Maybe not until we have the controller. I thought I had set it up for wireless charging. it is enabled, but maybe not until we have, or maybe it's going into my curio slot. Nope, not doing that either. So we might have to wait for the controller thing. But hey, that's cool. So now we should be able to get a bucket or 3 of oil. You know, let me get one more bucket made. Hooray, quest complete, black gold. That's awesome. So let's see, immersive. So that, look at a completed distillation tower should be the next quest. So quest complete. Haha, nice. That's cool. I like it. And then, sweet. That all looks good to me. We're getting close to yield wrapping up point. But, let's see, can I just boop you into here? Can I do this? I can. Nice. Crude oil. So we've got gasoline. Is that what you're making right now? Okay. So how do you... I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. I have no idea how that works. So you made a little smidgen of gasoline, which, you know, very nice. But how do we tell it which of these resources to make? Right? Is it the amount of crude oil? Because everything's 150 millibuckets, right? Yes. So how do I specify what you make? Because you made gasoline, obviously. Interesting. Maybe I have to look into, maybe there's something in the thing, in the book. Well, let me do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next episode, and we will play more with this. Sound like a plan? But for now, we have a lot of good progress going on. We made the energy cell, we made flux networks, we got oil cooking, we got a lot of good stuff. I might have to make a pump jack. We'll figure it out. But for now, Double 20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. For now, take it easy.